Welcome back to Naturally Crafty. In today's video we're making simple fabric pumpkins for autumn. Join me in the perfect project for a cosy autumn afternoon. You'll find a list of everything you need for this project in the description box below. My fabric measures 50 centimetres by 20 centimetres. You can scale this up or down for different size pumpkin. Fold the fabric right sides together and then you're going to sew a seam down the short side. You can stitch this by hand or on the sewing machine as I'm doing. Now take a needle and thread and sew a running stitch around one edge. The stitches should be around about 1 centimetre in length. And you need to start and finish at the seam. Then pull the thread and gather to close the opening. Pull as tight as you can. Then stitch in every direction as shown to completely close the opening. Now turn the fabric through to the right side and repeat on the other edge. Now before closing up this side, fill with your toy stuffing. Remember you can use old fabric scraps, old towels, just make sure they're chopped up nice and small and stuff them in until you have a nice round shape. Now pull the thread to gather up the fabric until the hole is closed. And over sew in every direction just as you did before. For the next part, I recommend you use a thicker thread or even a wool or string. Cut a very generous length and then thread your needle. I'm using an upholsterer's needle, but you could even use a large darning needle, for example. Tie the end of your thread multiple times to make one large knot. This is the real fun bit where we now make the pumpkin shape. Push the needle into the centre and pull through to the other side. Keep pulling and pulling until you get to the end of the thread and then pull it really tight to make an indentation. Hold it with one hand and over sew with the other hand to fix. Now to make the folds in the pumpkin, take the thread around the pumpkin and through the middle as shown. Once you've created all 8 folds, tie off and cut your thread. Now for the stem, we're going to start with a toilet roll holder and cut it in half as shown. Roll up the long side, check the length and trim if necessary, and then glue down the open edge. Now take your string and glue the end along the length of the card. Now twist the string around the card, gluing as you go until you've completely covered it. When you get to the end, turn around and repeat in the opposite direction, so effectively you cover it twice. Glue and trim off the end and then slightly bend the stalk so that it looks a little bit more realistic. Now you're ready to glue the stem onto the pumpkin. And there you have it, one perfectly formed pumpkin. Do let me know in the comments how you get on, and if you've enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe. See you on the next one.